White wine. Some people love it, others swear they will only drink red. You should not overlook a nice glass of white wine without first understanding what you like and don't like. With these simple tips, you'll find out what's behind that beautiful bottle you've always seen in the fridge. Hello, I'm David. I'm here with winemaker Emily from Santa Rita Estates outside Santiago, Chile. And right now, we're talking about white wines. Could you tell us a little bit more about the white wines we have here on the table?
Okay, great. Very good opportunity to talk about the white wines. We have quite a good selection here of different varieties and also styles. I wanted to start with Sauvignon Blanc. It's a varietal that is known for its freshness. It's a very expressive variety. Here, for example, we have under this 120 label, we have an early harvest. This is from the 2018 vintage, and it's actually released really early in the season. So it's picked early, released early in the season. So it's a wine that achieves very low alcohol and very crisp and fresh acidity. So it's a wine that's really easy to drink, very expressive, and it's probably one of the first Sauvignon Blancs out in the market that we can find. So you see how you can get aromas of just cut grass, so that slight greenness, you know, that
yes.
and very expressive, full in the nose, and in the palate it's very light, easy, fresh. So it's a wine that probably goes very well with oysters, for example, or with seafood, that here in Chile we have a lot of it.
Perfect.
In Carmen we have this Sauvignon Blanc. The Sauvignon Blanc is made in a different way. It's a little bit more full-bodied, you know, but still very expressive in the nose. It's bottled in the same year, but a little bit later. It has some aging in the cellar before it goes into bottle. So here you have a little bit more complex nose. You still have the fresh aromas, but you also have a little bit more fruit development. So you find passion fruit, maybe some lemongrass, that profile that is also like a floral, and in the palate you'll see that the acidity is a little bit more balanced, and you find slightly more creaminess, but still preserving the freshness that is characteristic of Sauvignon Blanc. Continuing with the tasting, now we're going to start trying the Pinot Gris, which is a very popular variety, broadly drank around the world. And the reason is quite obvious. It's a very friendly and expressive variety. A lot of white fruit, some lime, floral aromas. You can really tell the difference in style. I would say this wine goes pretty well with any seafood, and at the beginning before a meal, in between a meal, in a terrace. So it has a lot of different occasions. It's a very simple, easy to drink wine. And then continuing, we have Semillon. For us, Semillon is a very special variety. It is made around the world with very different styles. Here in Chile, Semillon comes from very old vines, and it is quite a complex, serious wine, completely different to Pinot Gris. Structure, texture, you can even find spices, orange peel, floral aromas, but everything pretty much in balance. So for me, it's a more serious wine for a meal with white meats, chicken dishes. Roast chicken, for example, would do perfectly with this. Finally, we have a Chardonnay. Chardonnay can be, depending on the style, oaked or unoaked. Normally the oaked Chardonnay has an aromatic profile that is complex with sweet vanilla aromas mixed with the spices of the oak, and then in the palate it's quite creamy. And also you can find Chardonnays that are in style without oak, and the style is very fresh, very vibrant. You find more green, apple, limes. In general, like citric aromas, maybe some tropical fruit, and in the palate it's more lean and crisp. If we taste this one, for example, in the palate you have like a blend between texture and acids, which makes a really interesting, persistent finish. So I would actually have this with fish and chips, which is a classic, simple dish, and I think it would go perfectly well with this.
Yes, it's absolutely smooth, easy to drink. I love it.
Good.
Well, thank you for sharing all of your knowledge about the white wines, Emily. I learned a lot. I think they're absolutely fantastic. I look forward to drinking more in the future.
Well, I hope we change the perspective of the white wines that you have.
Thank you so much.